Hello Year 6, welcome back. This is your fourth weekly bulletin from Nottingham University Academy of Science and Technology. I hope you've all had a really good week last week. In this bulletin, we're going to look at your ATLs in a little bit more detail. I've also got a weekly challenge for you, and some staff from NUAS have made introduction videos for you to see, so there's lots to go through. Last week I did talk about the ATLs, or attitude to learning, that we have at NUAST. Your attitude to learning is one of the ways we monitor how successful you are and your progress within the school. Now it is different from your behaviour, so we will monitor how well behaved you are, and there is a system for that which I will talk about in another bulletin. But your attitude to learning is all about how you're thinking and how you're approaching every single lesson. Simply put, your attitude to learning is all about your character. Now at NUAS, we have broken down attitude to learning into 5 areas that we think you will be needing to focus on throughout your time at school. And they are determined, willingness to learn, reflective, resilience, and self-motivated. And these are key character traits that you will need to be successful once you leave school. Now you might want to pause the video here and have a look at this grid. This shows you the attitude to learning characteristics and how we would grade them from outstanding 1 to inadequate, which is 4. At 6 points throughout the year, staff will be asked to grade your attitude to learning. So it's really important that in every lesson and in every subject, you are aiming to be outstanding. So do have a read through of these different categories and see what does an outstanding attitude look like and what does a good attitude look like, and so forth. And it's really important to note here, this is not just about your favourite subjects or the subjects you are good at. If you are not good at something, or you find something a bit difficult, or you don't enjoy it, you still need to have a positive attitude in lessons. It's really important that you aren't just focusing on the subjects you enjoy. Students who do get 1s for their ATL grades are not always in the top sets. They're not always students who find school easy, and that's a real testament to them. So do make sure that this is every single lesson, every single teacher, every single subject. You are making a good conscious attempt to try and get that 1 outstanding attitude. And it is important that you do try in every single lesson, because at those 6 monitoring points, you will be given an individual ATL for each lesson and then an average score. So we will combine all your lessons ATLs and give you an overall score. And we want students to be getting 1.8 or lower. And that means getting more 1s and 2s than 3s and 4s. Okay, Year 6, have a look at the next grid. Now this one I really like because there are student questions on that, and you can ask yourself these questions and you can figure out where you would fit in our different categories of attitude. So to have an outstanding attitude, for example in being organised, it would mean bringing your equipment to every lesson, and that includes your PE kit when you have PE, your pencil case with all the right equipment in that, which we will talk about in the next bulletin, making sure you have your planner in every lesson, making sure if you take your book home to do homework in, that's brought back on the correct day. And I really think this is really helpful. So if you do end up with a 2 or a 3 or a 4, you can see how you can make those steps into a 1. I hope you are starting to think about your attitude to learning and how important it is as a key part of what will make you successful. If you have a look at this table, this shows you the 20 Year 11 students with the best grades last year in their GCSEs. And as you can see, they are getting a lot of things right. They have a very good attendance, they're putting revision in at home, they're probably not getting a lot of detentions. And they also have a very low ATL average. And that means that teachers are giving them outstanding grades 1 or good grades 2 in their subjects. And that just shows you that if you can start getting it right in Year 7 and start getting low ATL averages, it will be easier for you to maintain that attitude all the way into Year 11, which will hopefully mean that you will be very successful. Okay, thank you very much for listening. There's a lot to unpack there. Do email me if you have any questions. I just want to focus now on some well wishes and kind words from our Year 7s and Year 8s. Thank you for all the responses for the last week's challenge. They were absolutely brilliant as always. Here are just a couple in the bulletin today. I could see that lots of you had some wonderful moments from primary school, so I do hope we can make some more moments for you in secondary school. And it was nice to see some of you being reflective and thinking about what you'd want to improve on. So that was absolutely brilliant. Well done. For this weekly challenge year 6, I want to know all about your favourite book of all time. Now, it might be something you've read years ago, it might be a recent read, could be a piece of fiction or non-fiction, it might even be a book in another language. All acceptable. What I'd like to know is why it's your favourite book. Now, you can present the information however you like. There's a list of ideas there. Please make sure you follow those rules in the blue box and email your responses to me. As an English teacher, I really do look forward to hearing from you and seeing what you're all reading. But also, this really helps us when we make decisions about what books we might get for our library as well. So you are really helping us out when you tell us what your favourite books are. And what I'm looking for is something maybe like this. So this is my favourite novel, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. And you can see that I've put some pictures on it, but I've also talked about why it's my favourite novel. It is my favourite novel because it has this lovely balance between being quite light-hearted and humorous and actually being quite serious. It also has a fantastic villain who I love to hate called Dolores Umbridge. And I just find it an absolutely fantastic book. It's my favourite of the entire series. Of course, you may disagree with me, and that's fine. But I do really look forward to hearing about your favourite books. Please do email them to me. And yeah, I can't wait to see them. Now I've got some messages from some of our current staff at NUAS, and they're going to be introducing themselves and talking about their subjects. And I'll put some in this bulletin and the following bulletins.
Hello, I'm Mrs Morgan, one of the maths teachers at NUAST. Really looking forward to meeting you next year. One of my favourite topics in Year 7 Maths is the multiplication module. We look at lots of different methods and the importance of choosing the best method depending on which problem you're trying to solve. I like how multiplication is useful in lots of different topics. We need it for working out area of shape, we need it for working out the mean average and lots of different things. One thing I would work on before you get to NUAST is your times tables and make sure you know them as well as you possibly can. Times tables are used in so many different parts of maths that having confidence in them can really help. Looking forward to meeting you next year. Bye!
Hello there, it's Misbah here from NUAST. I'm one of the maths teachers at NUAST, teacher of the best subject in the world, of course. So I'm sure lots of you are looking forward to coming to NUAST and starting maths next year. I'm going to tell you a little secret about me and my family. I've got 2 daughters. I've got an older daughter, Lily, and a younger daughter, Evie. And Evie and I are lucky enough to share a birthday. So on the 6th of August last year, 6th of August 2019, we got to the point where my age was exactly 3 times Evie's age. And 6 years before that, so on the 6th of August 2013, I was at that stage exactly 4 times Evie's age. So with that information, if you're a mathematical detective, you should be able to work out my date of birth, how old I am, how old Evie is, and you could even look into the future and see just how long I've got to wait until I'm exactly twice Evie's age. So there we are. I look forward to meeting lots of you in September, and I hope you love maths just as much as I do. Have a lovely summer. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, here's the Maniscalco. Can you guess what subject I'm teaching? Well, science, the most exciting subject. So I'm looking forward to meeting you all, and I can guarantee you're gonna have lots of fun. You're gonna discover something about the atom, you're gonna discover why the sky is blue, and you're gonna discover why the planets are going around the sun, and you're gonna look at some cells. You're gonna do some fantastic chemistry experiments, and you're gonna also build some electrical circuits. So all this is gonna be next year, so I can't wait to start with you guys. Take care, stay safe, and I'll meet you next year.
just some of our wonderful staff there introducing themselves and the subjects they teach. You might want to try and remember the names and the subjects. You might want to try Misbah's maths challenge if you want. And I will put in some more staff introductions in the next bulletins. Now, any questions whatsoever to do with this week's topic or about NUAST in general, please don't hesitate to get in contact. I do look forward to those weekly challenges, so do make sure they come on in. And have a fantastic week, everyone. Take care.